Eh mais y'a...
C'est qui ça?
Ah mais y'a Michael Jackson!
Non, non, il est mort, lui.
Perfect smile, flawless face, every move looks real. They act normal, but look closer, and you'll see the cracks.
What are you afraid of at this present moment as an artist and as an American?
I love my country, but I don't at this time recognize my country.
These aren't just glitches. These terrifying truths were hidden, but now they're being exposed. Let's see what's really hiding beneath the human skin. You know how there's a theory that celebrities and people in power have acquired a potion to keep themselves immortal so they can keep controlling the masses. The clip you're about to see seemed to confirm that belief. In Paris, a group of friends were returning home late at night when they saw something that completely shocked them. Michael Jackson. Yes, on the roadside was a man wearing a mask, walking with two guards. When the friends recognized him,
Eh mais y'a...
C'est qui ça?
Ah mais y'a Michael Jackson!
Non, non, il est mort, lui.
the guards quickly chased them away. Some called it proof of immortality, while others dismissed it as a double. What do you think?
Regarde, mais c'est lui! Jump!
Metallic secret. There's been plenty of chaos this year, most of it orbiting around Trump. But no one expected this. A video surfaced, paused at just the right moment, showing the back of his head, and something metallic gleaming beneath his hair. The clip went viral in seconds, and it looked oddly mechanical. Suddenly, people began talking about a robot double, a stand-in built to mimic the real thing. Sounds wild, right? But when you watch that clip closely, it's hard to unsee. Then came the next one. Filmed on July 18th, 2025. A cameraman zoomed in on Trump's hand during a public appearance and caught something strange. A small patch, like smeared makeup, as if concealing something underneath.
The president appears to have used makeup like this. It's flesh-colored concealer used to hide marks or bruises.
At first, people said it was just a bruise, but the internet doesn't stop there. Some claimed it was a microchip implant. Others, they weren't even sure if that was Trump at all. When you line it up with that metallic hair clip from before, the theories start connecting a little too neatly, maybe too neatly to ignore. This one's older, but it resurfaced for a reason. Someone at a gas station in Texas caught a man who looked exactly like Trump on camera. Same build, same face. Even a Navy cap pulled low like he didn't want to be recognized. Most people brushed it off as a doppelganger sighting, just coincidence. But conspiracy circles saw something else. They claimed this was the real Trump, hiding in plain sight, while the one in the spotlight was a clone, or worse, a reptilian-controlled replica. Royal veil.
Facing the camera. It's a good idea.
Thank you so much.
People believe Queen Elizabeth wasn't just royalty, but something way more secretive. In one photo, she had a mysterious black eye. In another, people noticed odd skin patterns on her hand, like her disguise was slipping. And let's not ignore her cold stare and that super unsettling smile that left many viewers spooked. It's not just about her, it's the whole elite circle. Creepy, right? If something's hiding in plain sight, maybe it's because they want us too distracted to notice. Some noticed it matched Trump's recent makeup patch incident. Coincidence? Or cover-up? Maybe it's not just politics or power. Maybe what's hiding under that skin isn't human at all.
One, two.
Reptilian glitch. There'd always been rumors that Mark Zuckerberg was a reptilian, but after this clip, people said he might as well admit it. During a 60 Minutes interview, the host asked him a simple question, and his reaction was off.
You seem to be replacing Larry and Sergey as the people out here who everyone's talking about.
He froze, just stared at her, completely still, eyes wide, unblinking. The silence dragged until she awkwardly pointed it out. He tried to laugh it off, but it didn't feel human. The stiff grin, the delayed response. It was unsettling. Viewers couldn't tell if it was robotic behavior or something else entirely. Maybe a reptilian struggling to hold its disguise.
You're just staring at me.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Glitch protocol. It started with a stumble. Biden tripping over nothing at the Air Force Academy in June 2023. Harmless, right? Except people began comparing his movements to Tesla's humanoid robots, and the resemblance was unsettling. The awkward gait, the delayed reactions, even the vacant expressions. Soon, a theory spread like wildfire. Biden wasn't entirely human, but a robot, wrapped in synthetic skin. People pointed to moments where his speech didn't make sense.
Every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID,
or froze mid-sentence, calling it system lag.
Everything we have to do with,
And then came the infamous clip of him freezing mid-dance at a White House concert. The internet went wild. Was it fatigue or a malfunction? Either way, it didn't look human. Cyborg glance. This clip of Putin from 2023 had the internet losing its mind. In it, he raised his left wrist and stared at it, like checking the time. Except there was no watch there. But there was no correction, no oops, nothing. Just that serious expression as if he was reading something invisible. At first, people brushed it off as habit, but then theories caught fire. Some claimed he wasn't looking at a wrist, he was looking through it. Cyborg vision, digital overlay, robotic interface. The guesses got wilder by the hour. Maybe it was a slip-up, or maybe we just caught a glimpse of something we weren't supposed to see. Scripted speech.
I took on perpetrators. Of all kinds. I took on perpetrators of all kinds.
Is Kamala Harris a robot? Some people genuinely think so. And after watching this clip, it's not hard to see why. Viewers compared her speeches in Wisconsin and Michigan and realized they were almost identical. Even that eerie line, "And when we fight, we win."
And when we fight, we win!
It sounded rehearsed, mechanical, almost like a playback. The internet lit up with theories that she wasn't just scripted, but synthetic, maybe a political puppet, or something even stranger. Watch closely and tell me that doesn't sound automated.
I know Donald Trump's type. I know Donald Trump's type.
In another clip, Kamala's being asked a simple question, but something's off. She starts repeating the same phrase again and again, almost like a skipping record. She says the word debate nearly 8 times in seconds.
It was a debate. That the whole reason, literally, it was a debate. It was called a debate.
I understand.
Everyone traveled to the debate.
You can see the host is uncomfortable, not knowing how to respond. Netizens were unsure if it were nerves or a system malfunction. They called her a hysteric robot. Some even believed that she was some sort of robot experiment.
There were journalists there covering the debate where there would be a debate.
Glitch moment. This interview with Angelina Jolie caught everyone off guard. She was mid-press conference, calm and composed, until a reporter asked her a question. That's when things got strange. She opened and closed her mouth like she was trying to speak, but no sound came out. Seconds passed before she finally responded, her expression oddly blank. The internet went wild, claiming she had glitched or momentarily froze like a system rebooting. Maybe it was just nerves, maybe a lag in thought. But that delay, that eerie pause in her face, felt a little too mechanical to ignore.
I don't...
Frozen frame.
Gaga? You have one picture, Gaga, please.
This recent video of Lady Gaga's public appearance had people seriously unsettled. She stood perfectly still, eyes closed, not moving for several seconds, like her system just froze. Then, in painfully slow motion, she drifted toward her car and climbed in, almost robotic in her movements. Fans immediately flooded the comments with theories. Some said this was some bizarre performance. Others claimed her reptilian form was struggling to stay intact. Whatever it was, it didn't look like human fatigue. It looked like something that needed recharging. Creepy? Absolutely. especially when every motion feels less alive and more programmed. Skin slip. This security cam footage is wild. A shoplifter was caught, with the security dragging him hard. Then something impossible happens. His face shifted like he was pulling down a mask, but it was not a mask. It was skin. Something entirely different was underneath. That was the moment they just let him go. He fixed his face and walked out like nothing happened. Now tell me, why would guards suddenly back off unless they saw something they weren't supposed to? Was he a shapeshifter? And if so, are the security in on it? Or are they being controlled too? Hidden presence.
This is a transformative agreement. It's a template, I believe, for future.
During an American press conference, things took a bizarre turn. A woman standing quietly behind the speaker suddenly caught everyone's attention. Her face started shifting, like it was struggling to stay in one form. Her eyes flickered too, as if she was trying hard not to fully shapeshift. Well, I'm fully convinced we just caught a reptilian mid-transformation right there, on live camera. And honestly, it's hard to unsee.
He was on a hunting expedition. We spoke with him frequently.
Twisted secret. This clip of Selena Gomez is going viral, and for a creepy reason. It shows her slipping and almost falling as a man helps her up. But look closely at her foot. Her ankle bends at an impossible angle, yet she gets up effortlessly and walks away without pain. Fans immediately caught the bizarre detail. Now theories are running wild. Some claim she might be a shapeshifter, while others believe the real Selena is long gone, and what we're seeing is a clone. Sounds insane, right? But after watching the footage, you'll wonder, what's really going on with Selena? Demonic Kenneth.
The more we learn about this covenant of God.
Kenneth Copeland was present at the event, addressing in his usual way. But then something strange happened in front of everyone. Kenneth's expression started to change a little, but at that moment, no one really noticed. Yet this was only the beginning. Slowly, Kenneth began to behave in a totally weird way, as if some strange stress had taken over his face, as if his body was slipping out of his control, and someone else was pulling the strings. Probably some inner demon. The event ended quickly, and Kenneth never spoke about it again. Maybe silence says more than words sometimes.
Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Silent arm.
Приведет вас к таким последствиям, с которыми вы в своей истории.
Here's where it gets strange. Some people actually believe Putin uses body doubles. Sure, you could blame age for how different he looks now, but conspiracy theorists say it's much deeper than that. They think he swaps between replicas depending on the occasion. And then there are the clips of Putin walking with his right arm swinging freely, while his left arm stays frozen at his side, completely stiff. Theories range from injury to something more robotic. Some claimed he was a cyborg, hiding a built-in weapon under that arm for protection. Sounds wild. But if our world leaders are already half machine, what does that mean for the rest of us? Cyborg heir.
A very tall son named Barron. Has anyone ever heard of him?
During Trump's second inauguration, the crowd cheered as he proudly introduced his son, Barron Trump. But some viewers caught something off. The way Barron moved, stiff gestures, and almost frozen smile, felt oddly mechanical. His hands jerked like he was mimicking emotions rather than feeling them. People couldn't shake the unease. And then came the height comments. He seemed unusually tall, taller than anyone remembered. Strangest of all, no one could recall ever hearing him speak in public. That's when the theories took over. Claims that Barron wasn't human at all, but a cyborg built for something bigger. Sounds crazy until you watch that clip yourself. Fork glitch.
balancing the force. Elon, what the hell are you doing?
If you search Elon acting strange, you'll find an entire library of weird clips. But this one tops them all. It shows Elon Musk at a dinner in Mar-a-Lago, calmly balancing a fork and 2 spoons on one finger, while his partner, Siobhan Gillis, watches. Then the White House press secretary, Caroline Levis, stops by to greet him, and he completely ignores her. Doesn't flinch, doesn't look up, just keeps balancing his spoons like he's running a program. Some said he was high. Others claimed his handler hit the wrong button, causing a malfunction. System malfunction. The Hillary Clinton robot theories exploded after one odd clip. During a speech, a fly lands square between her brows, and she doesn't flinch, not even a blink. People froze the frame, zoomed in, and started questioning everything. Isn't swatting instinctive? A basic human reflex? Unless, of course, it's not human. That single unmoving moment was enough to ignite the rumor that maybe Hillary's not entirely real. To top it off, there was the infamous head-shaking incident. Hillary's mid-interview when her head starts jerking. Sudden, robotic twitches that leave reporters stunned. She laughs it off like it's some kind of inside joke, but the clip says otherwise.
In every way, and I was very proud to have.
This wasn't the first time either. In another video, her eyes darted wildly, her mouth frozen in an unnatural O. People couldn't unsee it. Theories spiraled fast. Was this a system reboot? Some even claimed the real Hillary's long gone, and what we're seeing now is just her robot replacement. Shutdown mode. This clip of Eminem freaked everyone out. During a live interview, he just stopped. His mouth hung open, eyes darting side to side like he was frozen in some kind of trance. The interviewer kept talking, clearly uncomfortable, before repeating the question.
Who was helping produce that with you, Marshall, when you did that?
The internet exploded with theories, calling it the moment his clone shut down mid-broadcast. Some said it was exhaustion, others swore it was a malfunction. But that blank, lifeless stare, it didn't look tired. It looked like something running out of battery.
Folks, I want to take you to the world premiere of one of his new videos.
No memory.
They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me.
In a recent interview, Ariana Grande said something strange, and the clip spread like wildfire. When the host asked about her past, she replied that her memory felt foggy because it had been removed at the Brighter Days clinic. Fans were baffled.
I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because at the Brighter Days clinic they do the memory erasure, you know?
Some thought she was referencing a concept for her next album. Others began speculating she'd undergone actual memory erasure tied to her changed appearance. The moment provoked panic online, with conspiracy threads spiraling to life. Skeptics urged calm and suggested she'd misspoken or made a joke. Believers pushed darker theories. Whatever the truth, the clip left viewers unsettled and questioning what really happened behind the scenes and motives.
You know what? I'll have to go back to the clinic and see if they can restore my memory.
They're going to be soon.
Reptilian hand. This strange clip of the Saudi prince had been circulating online, and viewers couldn't help but notice something off. Look closely at his hand. Does it look real to you? It seemed misplaced, almost like it didn't belong to his body at all. Too stiff and almost like a prop. But why would he need an artificial hand? Some believed it was a reptilian disguise slipping for a moment, while others thought he was hiding something beneath it. Whatever the reason, that uncanny detail sent the internet spiraling with theories. So, what do you think was really going on here? Devil's clone. Is Taylor Swift actually the clone of Xena Shrek, the daughter of the founder of the Church of Satan? That's what people online have been saying. The resemblance between the two is almost eerie, like mirror images decades apart. In one old clip, Xena even admitted that some stars follow the Church of Satan, which only fueled the theory.
Are there any prominent stars today who are followers openly of the Church of Satan, such as these people were back in the 60s?
There are.
Then came that Wembley concert glitch. Her close-up froze on the big screen, her eyes turning pale white for a split second. The crowd gasped. Some called it a lighting error. Others swore it looked like possession. Coincidence? Maybe. But when you stack it all up, it starts feeling way too deliberate. Dark altar. Who exactly was Sasha Fierce? In an early interview, Beyoncé explained that she became a completely different person on stage.
You definitely hear the difference. I try to keep Sasha on the stage.
Bold, fierce, almost inhuman. She called this alter ego Sasha Fierce.
Many years ago, I named my alter ego Sasha, and it's something that stuck.
But fans saw something darker. They noticed how her energy changed. Her eyes wild, movements frantic, like she wasn't fully there. Some claimed it wasn't just a character, but an entity. They even drew connections to an author named Sasha Fierce who wrote about witchcraft. It's as if Beyoncé wasn't describing an alter ego, but a spirit taking over. And maybe, just maybe, Sasha Fierce wasn't a persona. She was a possession.
I absolutely keep Sasha on the stage, and now she has a last name. She's Sasha Fierce.
Lizard slip.
And change it by that, and this is not going to work.
This interview of Peter Thiel with Piers Morgan had people questioning everything. Mid-conversation, Thiel began speaking strangely. His words stumbled out in awkward bursts.
I don't know what...
His expressions jerky. It wasn't just nerves. It looked like he was struggling to function. Viewers immediately jumped on it, calling it a reptilian glitch, claiming his human disguise was flickering. And honestly, watching it back, it's hard to disagree. The way he struggled to form words, the way his face twitched, it all felt off. Unnatural. Maybe it was exhaustion. Or maybe, for a brief second, we saw the lizard underneath the suit.
I don't think, and I think.
Wendy Williams.
So it was a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
I guess we all know Wendy through her TV show, where things got really scary during her Halloween special in 2017. While chatting with the audience in her Statue of Liberty costume, she suddenly looked strange. With her eyes wide open, arms raised, she collapsed on stage. The staff rushed to help, and the audience was shocked. Although she said dehydration and getting overheated in her costume led to her fainting, netizens didn't seem to believe, saying she looked like she was possessed and probably experienced a mind-controlling glitch. All that to happen during a live broadcast made it all the more mysterious. What do you guys think of this? Did she really faint? Or her mind-controlling handler made a mistake that day? Devil's Encore.
I have to be gangster and just do this, and otherwise I can't enunciate things.
Sometimes the truth hides in plain sight, and we just laugh it off. Take Ellie Goulding, for example. In one interview, she casually admitted that she gets possessed by the devil when performing, even said that she headbanged so violently she gave herself a concussion.
Earlier this year, and I didn't have long, so I had to give it everything, and that includes
Fans weren't amused this time. They said she wasn't joking at all, that she meant exactly what she said. Maybe that kind of intensity isn't just passion, it's something darker taking over. Because no normal performance ends with injury. That's not art. That's possession on stage, don't you think?
Sometimes I feel like I have to give everything in a short space of time, depending on whether I'm supporting someone, Spotted Taylor at Hyde Park.
Frozen Al Roker. This weird moment happened live on TV, and it seriously gave people the chills. News anchor Al Roker was mid-broadcast when he suddenly just froze. He looked like a paused video. And here's the strange part. It happened right after someone said Holy Ghost.
Yes, like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway.
Before that, he was completely normal, joking and smiling like usual. But the second those words dropped, it was like he glitched out. Was it nerves, a tech issue, or something way stranger? Whatever it was, people definitely noticed, and they're still talking about it.
There is a lot of memories today, actually. It's a big day in music history.
Hidden signal. A clip of Eric Trump recently went viral, and not for the reason you'd expect. He's seen making a strange hand gesture, an upside-down triangle. Familiar? The classic Illuminati symbol, but this time, theorists took it a step further, claiming it wasn't just a symbol, it was a signal. Some believe he was communicating with his controllers, maybe even something non-human. Watch closely. The woman beside him leans in, whispers something, and he instantly drops his hands, folding them neatly in front. Coincidence? Or was she warning him to stop being so obvious? Whatever it was, that reaction felt a little too rehearsed, and way too suspicious. Pope glitch.
Same up here. Watch his hands turn into one big finger in the centre. See? It's strange.
This one shook people up badly. In late April 2025, a strange clip of Pope Francis started making the rounds, and it's not the message that caught attention, but his hands. For a brief moment, the Pope appears to have 3, and in another moment, his fingers seem to merge. Some called it a camera glitch. Others said it looked more like a rendering error, like the video was digitally altered. Then came the wild theories. Some claimed the real Pope hadn't made a public appearance for months, and this was all AI, to keep things looking normal until Easter. Even the most grounded netizens admitted the footage felt off. Whether it's tech tricks, a look-alike, or something deeper, this clip has people wondering what's real anymore.
These are AI. 100% that's AI, and that's AI.
Paused.
I'm sorry. I was in a trance.
During a live broadcast, the news anchor was reporting like usual until she suddenly froze. Not blinking, not speaking, just stuck, like someone hit pause on her body. The weird part, the broadcast kept going. For several seconds, she stayed completely motionless, then suddenly snapped out of it like nothing even happened. Some say it was a medical glitch. Others think it was a reptilian slip-up, a moment where the system behind the human mask failed. Whatever it was, it didn't feel normal.
I'm sorry. I was in a trance.
Royal replicas.
Madame Tussauds released this creepy clip. We think they're actors wearing masks.
This one sent chills down everyone's spine. A clip surfaced showing what looked like Prince Harry and Meghan, but something felt off. Their faces were eerily smooth, their movements jerky, unnatural, especially Meghan. Her head tilted in sharp mechanical twitches as the elevator doors closed.
All right.
Is that cool or creepy?
That's weird. I like creepy.
Did you see that?
At first, people thought they were actors in hyper-realistic masks. But then came the bigger theory. These weren't actors. They were AI robots. Prototypes meant to replace the real royals. The more you watched, the harder it was to tell the difference. Maybe this wasn't a test run. Maybe the replacements were already here. Programmed minds.
There are a lot of people that are huge Future fans, for instance, and that's how they're gonna feel closer to him because they're doing what they're hearing him rap about.
This one shook fans to the core. In a controversial interview, Nicki Minaj openly admitted she programs her listeners. She said when people love your music enough to play it on repeat, it starts rewiring their brains, word by word, beat by beat. Some brushed it off as confidence. Others saw it as something darker, mind control through music.
If they like your music, they're listening to it over and over and over. It's programming.
Hypnosis hidden in rhythm. She even hinted that her songs carry energy people can't explain. Demonic, manipulative, maybe both. But if that's true, then the real question isn't what the stars are doing. It's what's happening to the rest of us while we're listening.
Superstars inadvertently become role models, no matter what.
Malfunction glitch. Something strange happened at Trump's 2017 inauguration parade. While most eyes were locked on the newly sworn-in president, a few sharp viewers caught something odd in the background. Zoom in on this bodyguard. Looks normal until you notice the hands. He's walking with both arms relaxed, yet somehow there's a third hand holding his own. Yep, 2 real arms, 1 fake hand just hanging in front. Now ask yourself, Why would a trained bodyguard need a fake arm? Some believe this wasn't a bodyguard at all, but something inhuman, a reptilian or supernatural entity, hiding in plain sight. Possessed performance. This old Jay-Z and Beyoncé concert resurfaced, and fans were spooked all over again. As the music hit its peak, Beyoncé's movements grew erratic, wild head snaps, weird motions, like something else had taken over. It didn't look like dancing, it looked painful. Even Jay-Z seemed thrown off, glancing at her like he didn't know what was happening. Some said she was just lost in the performance. Others weren't so sure. Theories blew up online, claims of demonic possession, rituals, secret symbolism. Maybe it was just an intense moment on stage, or maybe that was the exact second something darker showed itself through her. Face shift.
And then Tom Cruise walks in, and even those guys are like, whoa, and he's super stoked to be there, just like, yeah, oh, boom.
This clip of Bill Hader on The Late Show with David Letterman back in 2008 still freaks people out. While joking around, Hader starts doing an impression of Tom Cruise, and as he does, his face suddenly morphs. His jawline, his eyes, even his smile begin to look exactly like Cruise's. The audience laughed it off, but online viewers didn't. Some said it was a glitch in the video. Others swore it was proof of shapeshifting, evidence that Hader and Cruise might actually be the same entity. Sounds crazy until you slow the clip down. Then the transformation looks just a little too real.
He was like trying to place me, So he sat down next to me, he's like,
Concert spell.
You spent almost $1,000 on a ticket, right? And you can't remember anything?
It felt like so surreal.
A strange pattern started to emerge among Taylor Swift fans. Some people claimed they couldn't remember parts of her concerts, like the night just vanished from their minds. One woman, Nicole Booz, attended Taylor's Philadelphia show and said she couldn't recall a single song she performed.
Afterwards, as we were leaving, I was like, did she play this song? I don't remember this song. I don't remember her doing that. And just little things like that. But I do remember going to the concert.
Weird, right? But not just her. Others reported the same eerie blackout. Fans started calling it the Taylor trance. Some blamed the flashing lights. Others whispered about hypnosis. But for many, it felt like something more. Like a ritual in plain sight, with thousands unknowingly taking part. Forgetting the songs might have been part of the spell.
And if you have a strong emotion, you can either heighten a memory or you can suppress it. And in the Taylor Swift concerts, it looks like it was so exciting that they forgot a lot of it.
Draymond Green.
But it's been a heck of a ride, to be honest. I really can't complain.
If you're a NBA fan, then you might know this one. During a press conference, a player was being interviewed with Draymond Green sitting to his right. Although he wasn't the one speaking, all eyes were on him because he completely froze, staring at one spot without blinking the entire time. Did you notice the way he looked normal before, all laughing and responding, but after being frozen, he just seemed distressed? And this detail tipped people off who thought his behavior was unnatural. And being a big celebrity, he might be controlled by MK Ultra, a secret CIA project from the mid-1900s.
Guys like Draymond, everybody on this team, they come over there, they wrap their hands around me.
Strange Britney. This clip of Britney Spears sent social media spiraling. In it, she claims she's actually 5 years old and going to kindergarten.
It's my birthday. I'm not turning 42. I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old, and I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow.
Most brushed it off as a breakdown, but others saw something darker. They said this wasn't Britney talking. It was what was left after Hollywood broke her. The theory goes that the industry tried to take her soul, like so many others before her, but something went wrong. The result was this fragmented mind, a lost identity.
It really kind of hurts my feelings that the paparazzi make my face look like I'm wearing like a white Jason mask.
The comments filled with people convinced this was proof of the industry's ritualistic side, that celebrities are pushed, drained, and rebuilt into puppets.
They've illustrated me to be in some of it. I know I'm not perfect at all by any means, but some of it is extremely mean and cruel. And that's why I've moved to Mexico.
Clone theory. This concert footage of Doja Cat has the internet in a frenzy. There's a split second where her eyes widen unnaturally, almost too wide, and her expression twists into something eerie. Fans called it what it looked like, a moment of possession. Then came her strange confession. She once said that wasn't really her on stage, but her clone.
You guys, it's not me. Whatever you saw.
Now people are connecting the dots, convinced the real Doja Cat might have been replaced, maybe even by something reptilian. Could this all just be an act? Or did we just watch a glimpse of the clone malfunctioning? Either way, it's unsettling and oddly convincing. Perry glitch.
All right, you have to help me with your fans because they were a little worried about you. They saw this video of your eye twitching. Are you okay?
You mean this one? Yeah, my party trick.
Katy Perry has been going viral online, and netizens have a lot to say. Apparently, during her concert in Las Vegas, her fans recorded a very bizarre moment where the singer was seen struggling to keep her face in control. While posing, her eyes suddenly started closing on their own. It looked like she wanted to keep them open, but was unable to. Then something weird happened. She touched the side of her face, and suddenly her eye was back to normal. Was there a button in there to fix her face? People speculated that she was also a member of the MK Ultra mind control experiment. That's why she wasn't able to control her expressions. The celeb herself claimed that she was just playing around, but people were still suspicious. Be sure to share your thoughts on this. Scary transition.
Your breath. No! I'm a devil!
Two YouTubers, Kevin and Mickey, were casually recording a video when things suddenly took a strange turn. Kevin's voice shifted into a dark, scary tone.
No, it did not. I'm sorry.
And his eyes flipped in a way that didn't look normal at all. Mickey, however, stayed completely unbothered, thinking Kevin was just pulling a prank. But deep inside, he was uneasy, wondering what was really happening. The odd behavior kept repeating again and again, until much later, when Mickey finally realized Kevin wasn't acting at all. Something unusual was truly happening, and it was far from an ordinary prank.
The video ended. He never did nothing. I swear.
Thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.